Okay, guys and gals, about 10 seconds of the obligatory disclaimer. If you want to read the whole thing, just pause the video. Okay, members only channel. Members only channel. This is a members only video, is what I really meant to say. Look at the daily chart. Okay, big spike in the certainty rate in the last 2 days. It went from 5 days of 0 to yesterday was 15.7, and today it jumped all the way up to 31.4. Guys, are going to be a big move in the market. I'm thoroughly convinced. Okay, it's going to happen. It's just going to happen. All right. Yesterday I said, and I don't do this very often, but I said today would be a green day. I said about a range of 75, and it would be a green day. It ended up being a range of 90, and it's very much a green day. It was an up and down day, crazy day, but yep. It's always nice to know when things go the way you call it, right? That one I don't do that very often because I don't like calling green and red days because that's tricky business and people get upset when it isn't exactly the way you want it, you know. But I will say there's going to be a big move in the market. I think we're still in this cycle low right here where this thing's probably going to wallow around for a while, guys. We might get a few more days of things just kind of chopping like this, okay? And then I think there's a good chance that yes, I do believe that the odds are in favor of the market still going up for a little while, okay? So I think once we get out of this choppy zone, okay, however long this lasts, I think it will come up on the right, it'll rise on this cycle where I think you're going to get a rise up here. Now, yes, there's big daddy divergence going on with the SMI. Okay, so the market could pull back. Like I said before, I've been saying the last few days, you got to be really careful during this cycle low because this right here is pretty scary stuff. So I'd be very cautious for a little bit. Let this thing really tell us what it's going to do. All right. Right now we're still in this kind of sideways choppy stuff, right? It's just going sideways. Yeah, I think it'll be something kind of like that, up and down in here. And then we'll see if it grabs hold of this cycle and start rising up, okay? So that's what I think the best odds are of what's going to happen. I do think we'll get a low in the market, but I think it's going to be a little bit later on. Okay, let's just see. What was this? 3.7. What is this one over here? There is something out here. This one, what is this? 3 or 228, 229? February 28th. That's a possibility. Let's take a look at the monthly chart because I haven't looked at that in a while, and we'll go through the monthly and weekly real quick, and I'll make this video as quick as I can make it. Okay, this is the monthly chart. Big old cycles. So here's a huge cycle from 2016 all the way over to about, June of 2022. Look at this. This was the pandemic, up, down, right in smack dab, guys, right on time. And I already had this drawn before this actually happened. It happened over here too, back in 2015. If you go back further, you'll see the 2007, 2009, the 2000 big crash, and the 2007 to 2009 crash. Okay, so this thing was perfectly on time. All right, so let's look at this cycle right here. What is the dates on this cycle? Yeah, August 30th, 2022, out to November of 2024. Okay. So this time right here is all 2023. So guess what? There's going to be probably a pretty strong year up like this as we head towards the middle of this cycle on the monthly chart. That's probably what's going to happen. And that's somewhere out there in October of 2023. Right? It's probably something like that's going to happen. Now, on the daily and weekly, we're going to see pullbacks because that's just the way the market is. Let's go over to the weekly. See what's happening over there. Okay, I see this going on right now. We've got this kind of this upward channel happening here, right? So this chart, as far as the lines it needs to be reworked, but for now that's what I'm seeing going on. And this one ends, or doesn't end, but the middle of this weekly cycle right here is the first week of April. Okay, so I can see this thing going all the way up here. It may even get way up here. All right. And I'm just looking at the MACD. It's still pretty low. Let's let's focus just on this peak and this peak right here. Okay, they were 68. I'm looking at this number right over here. Right there at the peak was 68. This one was 74. Now it's clear that the market's was getting weaker and this was coming down, right? But now the market's got some strength to it. We'll have to see if it stays there. But right now today, we can see that this is at 53. So if you've got 68 and 74, you know, there's probably a little bit more in this, right? It might get up to 60. What are the differences here? 74 and 68, the difference of 6. So I could see this getting to 60, guys. Maybe even 62. Okay, and right now it's at 53. So just looking at this weekly chart, my goodness, I believe there's room to go. I don't think this thing's exhausted yet. This dot right here is a monster dot right at the base, the valley, which was way back here. Okay, I think there's room to go here, guys. All right, let's go back over to the daily to finish up this video. Switch over to the daily drawing set. Pull this down just a little bit. Okay. So I think there's a decent chance there could be some more chopping here. We may not get straight up, you know, it may not do that. Okay, I think the odds are in favor of the market going up, but there could be more chopping here for a little while before it does it. Okay, of course, there's the chance that this thing just says, you know what, I'm going to do opposite of what everybody thinks and do the big dive. But I think the odds are in favor of the market going up. The certainty rate is just absolutely smashing it. Okay, and in this case, even though this still has my attention, and I do have a long position, one contract in the micros, I'm just taking it nice and easy, waiting to see if this thing does, okay? But I think the odds is the market will go up. We may get some chopping here, and then it takes off. That's my take, though, so I think it's going to happen. All right, so I hope you all enjoyed the video. Talk to you all real soon again next time.